checking out this market, red day everywhere. So you've got Bitcoin, major alts are all red, everything's red, and the alts are bleeding out harder than Bitcoin at the moment, which is pretty normal. But when you're seeing these double-digit red days on these larger cap coins, then it's also a good opportunity for buying, because in a bull trend, what are the dips for? Dips are for buying. So it's not a bad thing, these pullbacks. These pullbacks are good things. So if you wanted to come through, you could have bought, and you want to ladder your way in, then on your next dip, then you double your money that you put in. So if you're in 1,000, then you put in 2,000 on your next dip buy, and so on and so forth down the tree or down the ladder. So that's not a bad way of getting in. And then once it starts to go back up, then you'll see huge gains on the way back up until you are in the green on your highest ladder buy, and happy days, life-changing money. And also you'll be very rich. Very rich. Okay, so you can see here over on Binance. If you're not on Binance, you've got to get on Binance. This is where it's all happening. The link is in the description. You get 10% off on your fees as well. So click that link. We have these ones here have just been pumping over the last few days. Rose is still there, and maybe a good dip buy for Rose. But the ones that you're probably interested in are these ones, though. So these bigger projects. So like Band is a nice one. So it's down 16. You've got Waves would be a good one, down 15%. YFI could come down a bit further. It's got good demand around 15,000. CVC is not too bad at 15% down. That's a pretty good drop. CRV as well. That's a pretty good drop as well. XRP, it pumped pretty hard, but so it's can sit there and possibly go back down to around that 30-cent mark as well, which is really strong support. This can come down further, but all of these in a uptrend, and we're all in an uptrend with Bitcoin. Everything will follow a very good dip buys. It's quite a good season for dip buys. I was looking at Theta before. It's pumping pretty hard, or had pumped pretty hard. Wing pumped super hard, as we talked about yesterday, and we'll look at that again as well as the setup that I had, and then it pumped and made virtually 100%, which was pretty good in a couple of weeks. So here we talked about it, broke out of this trend line here, boom, pumped all the way up, and you can see that we bought this breakout here, and then you can see here like maximum was 137, but you're not going to do that. Like you're gonna get around this 80% mark, which was pretty damn good for a couple of weeks wait on the 4th of November. You can see that here. We talked about Wing on the 24th of November, and it pumped hard and pumped good too. So congratulations on Wing if you got in. Vechain is still running as well. We're still running from this square up down the bottom here, where we thought there was a double bottom there, and good support and demand, and pumped up over the 200, and is in this uptrend. So that's looking nice as well. Not a bad spot to hop in down the bottom here on that trend line. Jumping across to the big dog. Let's see the big dog. We've broken down, as you already know. We're coming down to this 200 support. We're on the 4-hourly. Everything looks a little bit bearish at the moment. We've got bearish MACD cross on the daily as well. We got bearish MACD here. We're coming down for a bit of a crossover, but this can get pegged down here as well. So like here and here, it's got pegged down. It's got pegged here for a couple of days, pegged here twice, and had this big one. So watch that. If it breaks this 200, then so you're probably looking at this trend line, which has been in play for a long time. But if it breaks down that trend line as well, and the 200, we're probably looking at 16s, I would say. 16s, low 16s, somewhere here would be a pretty good spot. But we're at the measured move of this little triangle as well, so it might swing around and pump back up. So like this one here, put in a small double bottom and head back up again. So keep your money close to your chest at the moment and watch what this is going to do. Dips are for buying, as we just said, in this uptrend. So dips are for buying. ETH is looking the same. It's coming down to the 200 as well. Dynamic support should be pretty good support here, and you've got the 500 support as well. So hopefully it doesn't break the 500 support. This is a bit bigger of a measured move. It could come a long way down if we just pull that like that, and where we broke out. So it could come back to this support that we have here as well. So we've marked that. So the 430-ish support, which would be pretty good, 420-ish. So watch that for ETH. Be pretty good buying if you can get it down here as well. Total 2 is coming down. Should see support around the 200 as well. So we might see a bounce out of the alts if the total 2 can come up. And that will be with Ethereum as well. So keep an eye on that. Now, crypto funds sees near record inflows as capital floods out of gold. So everyone's moving into crypto. We can see massive gains in crypto. The future is bright for crypto. So don't worry about these dips too much. Dips are for buying, and carry on. Come back in a year, and she'll be different. She'll be on fire. All right, if you like what I'm doing, give us a like, give us a comment, and give us a subscribe. Thanks.